What's going on, guys? Case of the Mondays is really late this week. So if you had a Case of the Mondays on Monday and you're like, oh, I really need something to listen to. Where's my Case of the Mondays? Sorry, I was out of town. I was actually in Reno, Nevada, and I took everything with me. I took the laptop, the headset. I took it. I took it all with me to surprise my mom for her birthday, which was a huge success. It was wonderful. She did not suspect a thing. So it was awesome. It was great. I had a lot of fun. Reno, Nevada is a very cold, dark place, I guess. I don't know. It's a very cold place, though. I'll tell you that much. It's pretty cold. It was snow flurries the day I was leaving there to come back to Texas. But, okay, so excuses are, excuses. At the hotel I was at, I stayed at the John Squawka Nugget, and they had Wi-Fi, but the Wi-Fi wasn't that fast. So trying to do the podcast and trying to get uploaded, updated, whatever, just for whatever, it was not going to work at all. It was not a very pretty picture. For me, it just sucked. So I couldn't do it Sunday night. Like I normally, look up the stories and record it Sunday night, and then it posts on Monday, Monday morning. So you guys are fresh and ready, 8 o'clock in the morning, Monday morning, ready to get the day started with, a fresh show of Case of the Mondays, and you're smiling and on the way to work, and even if it's rainy and sitting in traffic, you still got your Case of the Mondays and your cup of coffee or your cup of whatever you enjoy on a Monday morning or Monday stressful period. So, unfortunately, like I said, it just sucked for everybody. For me, for you, it just sucked. On top of that, coming home, I had a battle of bad Denny's food in Flagstaff, around near Flagstaff, Arizona, just a little bit outside Flagstaff. I had to stop on the side of the road, not on literally on the side of the road, get a room, a hotel room, and sleep it off, and then get on back here to a wonderful, hot, muggy, humid Texas. Yay! So, happy Case on the Mondays, though, to you guys. Hey, when we're going to talk about birthdays real quick, one birthday I really should mention and emphasize on if you weren't listening to the beginning of the episode. It's my mom's birthday. It was my mom's birthday. If I would have broadcasted this at the beginning of Monday, her birthday would be the next day. Her birthday is actually April 1st. Who better to have a birthday than on April 1st than the woman who gave birth to only the greatest podcaster, person, kind of guy, representer, person, dude that you're listening to, right? It was a great birthday for her. She had fun, a lot of tears and a lot of joy, and it was awesome. So, cool. Anybody else with birthdays this week? Anybody? Raise your hands. Yeah? You? Right there? Yeah? Happy birthday to you. Awesome. Hopefully it is as wonderful and as joyful, if not better, than any other birthday that you've had in the past, and may it be, many more to come. Hopefully they, if are not as great as this one, then, they succeed this one and any other one you've had. So happy birthday to you. Happy. Also, a big good luck to anyone with any type of job interview, big special meetings, doctor's appointments, anything like that. Best of luck to you. I know that stuff's stressful, and I just wish you the best of luck. Hopefully everything comes out the way you want it and prayed for it to and planned for it to. Hopefully everything goes your way. If not, whatever. I don't know what other way it can go besides bad. That's not what you wanted to do. So, to those who did have anything happen to them that was awesome and spectacular and whatever, and it was resulted from a good meeting or good test results or anything like that, congratulations, good job, high five. Anyone who had bad results of anything, hey, best of luck, better luck next time, best of wishes. She's better off without you. It's not him, it's you. Who knows, whatever, who cares, right? You're hold your hand over your heart. Is it, you still feel something there? Guess what? You're alright. It's no big deal. And guess what? You know what? How about this? You're like, you know what? Oh man, that sucks. Oh, well, guess what? Guess what just got better? Baseball's back, baby. Yeah. This is actually the first season with replay and challenges in full effect. I looked it up, and actually, it was the Tigers Royals game, and it went into 10 innings. The Tigers manager challenged 2 calls during that game, and both calls were overturned. So he was 2 for 2 for challenging calls, which ended up resulting in a Tigers win. The Tigers actually ended up winning that game in 10 innings. So if you're one of those who's like, the game's long enough as it is, let's just play the sport. I mean, golly, how many games, how many teams' seasons have come down to bad calls? You know what I mean? I just can't. On one hand, I'm like, that's awesome, because I've seen so many games where a replay would help overturn the way a game, the outcome of a game, which would in turn help a team that you're pulling for to win. There are those who are like, I'm glad replay wasn't around back then, because my team would have lost, because man, that guy was clearly out by a freaking foot and they called him safe. So I mean, you can look at it from both sides of the fence. It's going to help people, it's going to hurt people, but all in all, I think it's going to be cool. The way they got it set up, I mean, it's not like the NFL where you got someone up in a booth looking at review, looking at camera angles and everything right there at the stadium. You got this giant command center in New York City, somewhere in New York. And it's just all these televisions, and they're all focused on, each game and each camera angle and everything. And someone makes a phone call, hey, we got, a challenge here, this such and such game, and they go and they start watching the replay from that game. I want that job. I mean, you're getting paid big bucks to sit there and just watch videos, of live every game, every baseball game, all around America. You get to watch them all right there in that one office. How cool is that? Man, that is awesome. So anyway, just really excited about this whole thing. Actually, one thing, while I was visiting my mom, I got to do my very first time actually doing it. I went to a sports book. I actually got to go to a sports book and bet on my team. Yeah, I pulled the Pete Rose and gambled on baseball. I bet the Padres would win their home opener. It was the Padres-Dodgers, and they were losing 1-0 up until the bottom of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th, Smith hit a home. A man named Smith comes through. Praise be to Smiths. And got the runs started for the Padres, actually. It was a solo shot to right field. Beautiful shot if you're watching the game. And then the Dodgers just fell apart. Brian Wilson, the former closer of the Giants, golly, do you guys remember that? I mean, that he still has the beard, but man, he used to be fantastic as a closer. He's the one who closed out, every game on the World Series against the Giants-Rangers World Series. I mean, this guy he was phenomenal. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's surgery. Who knows? But, man, he messed up a lot and gave up 3 runs, I believe is what it was. And luckily, I ended up winning my $20 back plus an extra 20, so I won $40. Not bad for a first time, but I believe it was God saying, all right, you can do it this once, but that's it. I'm not helping you answer that. I'm gonna get you your money back and then some, but that's it. Don't do it again, bro. One more thing I want to touch on before we get off of baseball here. So, one story, I I don't know if a lot of people heard about this. I don't know if a lot of people have talked about this. A lot of people I talked to I know I talked about it on the show before. There was a petition going around to try to get baseball opening day to be declared a national holiday, which was, I believe, in my eyes, a giant, huge, why isn't it already, right? So the White House has come out and said no holiday for baseball's opening day. You will legalize gay marriages, but you won't legalize a national holiday for the national pastime? What the heck? What? I didn't finish saying the word, so I didn't cuss. Haha. But, like, what the... what the heck, bro? Seriously, right? Two guys or two women could join each other in holy matrimony, but you won't nationalize our national pastimes opening day? Dude, really? So the White House responded to a petition to declare opening day a national holiday by noting that Congress makes those kinds of the decisions, not presidents. Well, first of all, if it was a president's decision, guess what? W would have signed the thing into... W would have been like, well, why not? Come on, y'all. I mean, he used to be the owner of the Texas Rangers. He'd have been like, stamped, done. Screw these other guys. They don't matter to us. It's all about me. I'm the runner of this country, and I say let it go. You know, let it. So, but apparently it's not up to the president. It's up to some Congress people in the White House, some people who are boring. While we are sympathetic to your pitch to make opening day a national holiday, it's a little outside our strike zone, wrote Whitehall spokesman. Here you guys go. Whoever you want to send your hate mail to, you ready for this? Get a pen. His name is Josh Earnest. On the We the People petition website, Ernest ended his response by indulging in the dreams of all baseball fans at the start of the season. Meanwhile, I'll spend the day visualizing what it would be like to welcome my 2014 World Series champion, Kansas City Royals, to the White House. That is, after all, the best part of opening day. Every team is tied for first place and poised to make a run at the Fall Classic. Well, guess what, Mr. Ernest? The Royals suck. Okay? The Royals, capital S, uck. Okay? I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you know what? No, I take that back. I love to be the bearer of bad news for you. You know, maybe we get someone in there who's maybe a Yankees fan or someone, you know, get rid of this Josh Earnest guy. Get someone in there who is a fan of a real team who would be like, yeah, this needs to be a national holiday. Not some guy whose, you know, team is 0 for God knows what, you know, in seasons. I mean, come on, dude. And you know what? The person who's probably running next to him saying, yeah, I agree, it shouldn't be a national holiday, is probably a Cubs fan. Come on, bro. Really? Jeez, folks. Anyway, so people who are fans of terrible teams are running this country. That's what this world is coming to. You guys wonder why the country is being run in the ground. It's because you got fans like, you know, you got congressmen who are fans of the Royals. That guy probably doesn't even know anything about the team, you know? He probably thinks, God, I don't know. He probably thinks, you know, old guys, you know, freaking people who used to be on the team back in, like, You ask him who's on the team, he starts naming people from, like, the 80s team, you know? Oh, yeah, that was a good team, all right. Yeah. Screw you, bro. So, anyway... Now that we're done, now that we're all angered out, and case of the Mondays just sucked. Because stupid Josh Earnest telling us we can't have baseball on national holiday because stupid Royals suck. Stupid Josh. Anyway. How about 10 events that actually happened April 1st? The day of my mom's birthday. Actually, her birthday is not one of the 10 events. So, sorry, Mom. But number one, the universe was created by some sort of bang. According to someone, April 1st, 1948, that was the conclusion of a paper published in the April 1st issue of scientific journal Physical Review in 1948. The paper drably titled, quote, the origin of chemical elements didn't actually use any terminology as zesty as Big Bang to describe its theory, but it furthered an idea that first popped up 2 decades earlier. As for the term Big Bang, that came later from cosmologist Fred Hoyle, one of the theory's most vocal critics. Number 2, meanwhile, across the universe, April 1st, 1970, the final Beatles recording session takes place at Abbey Road. However, the session only features one Beatle, Ringo, who was kind enough to provide some percussion for the long and winding road. Ringo's contributions took place alongside roughly 50 other instruments in a session being produced by Phil Spector. Paul McCartney hated the results so much he officially broke up the band 10 days later. Number 3, General Pickett, your troops are getting slaughtered. April 1st, 1865. The Confederacy suffers nearly 3,000 casualties in a decisive Union victory in the Battle of Five Forks. It's often called the Waterloo of the Confederacy, but it might not have been so bad if Major General George Pickett hadn't been enjoying a leisurely luncheon with 2 other Southern generals, oblivious to the Confederate carnage taking place 2 miles away. Number 4, announcing a computer in a wooden box with 4K of memory, all for the catchy price of $666.66. If this sounds like a sketchy investment, keep in mind the machine was being made by Apple, founded on April 1st, 1976. Number 5, an Ohio man decides to go for a walk around the world. April 1st, 1983, Steve Newman leaves his house in the town of Bethel, Ohio, for a 4-year journey that saw him getting mugged, pelted with stones, arrested multiple times, and attacked by boar and bison. Upon his return to Bethel on April 1st, 1987, he became the first person to walk around the world solo. Unfortunately, Steve's trek probably caused him to miss an unprecedented event in sports history, which was a number 8 seed wins it all. April 1st, 1985. Villanova, a school that finished 4th in its own conference, defeats Patrick Ewing and the mighty Georgetown Hoyas to win the NCAA basketball tournament and the most famous upset in college hoops history. Villanova's bracket-busting feat has yet to be replicated, and an 8th-seeded team has only reached the finals once since. It was also the last college game to be played without a shot clock. Number 7, same-sex marriage is legalized. April 1st, 2001. The Netherlands became the first country in the world to legalize same-sex marriage. Number 8, Google offers email with 1 gigabyte of storage on April 1st, 2004, giving Google's propensity for April Fool's Day pranks. Plenty of people and media outlets assumed the company was just kidding at the time. Free email with a whole gigabyte of storage was a completely new concept. Number 9, neither rain nor dough. April 1st, 2009, the United States Postal Service announced it was commemorating the 20th anniversary of The Simpsons with a 1 billion stamp run. Alas, the stamps proved to be popular as the Fat Elvis. Less than 1/3 are sold, resulting in a $1.2 million loss for the United States Postal Service. And number 10, Happy Cheap Trick Day. Through the efforts of State Senator Dave Syverson, April 1st is now Cheap Trick Day in Illinois in honor of the Rockford rock legends. Even better, the 2008 resolution was signed by a guy who knew a thing or two about cheap tricks himself, disgraced Governor Ron Blagojevich. Does that sound familiar? So, if you're like me, you like pinching pennies, not pitching, pinching, pinch. Saving $1 here or there. I got the best time to buy anything. Not anything, just a couple things. How about 12 things? Okay, so number 1, I got airline tickets When do you buy them, you might ask? Well, how about 54 days before your flight? Yeah, right? I've always heard the day before your flight, but according to this, 54 days. Number 2, an engagement ring, buy them midsummer. So, ladies, if you noticed your boyfriend's bank accounts start to dip lower around the middle of summer, and he won't tell you why, well, he's either getting a plane ticket to move away, or there may be an engagement in his near future. Hopefully it's with you, huh? Number 3, groceries, buy them on Wednesdays. Um, I know, I think a lot of the grocery ads come out on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, I believe. So, for some reason, I don't know, they say buy groceries on Wednesdays. Number 4, a new flat screen TV, buy it in March. Too late now, though, I'm sorry. It's April 2nd. Ah, darn. Dang it. Number five, flowers for Mother's Day, buy them more than a week in advance to be delivered 3 days early. Makes sense, right? Because um, they say the closer you get, obviously the prices go up. So, there you go. Number 6, a new suit, buy it in January or July. I don't buy suits. My suits consist of shorts and t-shirts and maybe shoes, maybe skater shoes, maybe tennis shoes, maybe just slip-on type shoes. I don't know. Those are my suits. I really don't buy any suits. So, if you buy suits, buy them in January or July. There you go. A gym membership, buy it in late summer. Yeah, I don't know why. That's just weird, huh? Now that I'm thinking about it, I really don't know why. Number 8, a computer, buy it in August or September. Which really, honestly, that does make sense because that's when a lot of the good deals are. Because kids are returning to school, college kids are returning to school. So if you're looking for a good deal on maybe a laptop, laptops are laptops are on the rage right now. I don't know if a lot of you remember back when desktops were on the rage. A lot of people are now buying laptops. Those things are. When I went to visit my mom, every room had a laptop. It's my mom, my dad, and my sister, and each one of them had their own laptop. And I remember before when we were growing up, we all would love a desktop. Like my dad and my mom had their own one desktop that they shared, and then me and my sister had a desktop that we shared that we would download games on or install games on and stuff. Let's see here. Oh, furniture. You buy that in January or July. So while you're out getting your suit from Men's Warehouse or from Sears, look at furniture while you're at Sears. And there you go. Around January or July. Hey, there you go. A car, buy it in November or December. And I honestly believe it's because they're trying to make space for the new models coming at the beginning of the year. So they will mark down huge markdowns on this year's models to make space for next year's models. You see it all the time with commercials. Oh, trying to make space for next year's models, which is weird because I've seen a lot of cars sold right around tax time. So, number 11, a Caribbean vacation, because everyone's taking those this year. Everyone's going on a Caribbean vacation. Who isn't, right? It says to buy those in March or April. If that's your big dream vacation, if you're like, man, every time we go on vacation, every time we go on our Caribbean vacation, it's always so expensive. When should we buy it? We'll buy it in March or April. And yeah, if that's what you do, that's what you do. Number 12, a house. Buy in between October and December. Yeah, that's a weird time, right? But oh well. So one thing we always do is a story about offbeat holidays every month. So here we got 15 offbeat holidays you can celebrate. Number 1, April 2nd is International Children's Book Day. Celebrated since 1967, this holiday takes place on Hans Christian Andersen's birthday. Each year, a different national section of the International Board on Books for Young People, which sponsors the holiday, chooses a theme as well as an author to write a message and an illustrator to design a poster. This year's theme is Imaginations Through Story. Number 2, April 5th is actually National Deep Dish Pizza Day. This day marks the anniversary of the first Uno restaurant, which is credited with inventing deep dish pizza, to open outside the city of Chicago. The holiday is designed to celebrate the spread of Chicago's signature dish. So no matter how far you are from the Windy City, go ahead and get some deep dish. Number 3, April 7th is National Beer Day. Yes. Each year, April 7th marks the anniversary of the signing of the Colin-Harrison Act, which went into effect in 1933 and allowed people to buy, sell, and drink beer again, as long as it was less than 3.2% alcohol by weight. Cheers to no more prohibition. Number 4 is April 8th, National Be Kind to Lawyers Day. Oh man, I hate lawyers. Never mind. Number 5, April 10th is National Siblings Day. I have a sister. Hey, it's National Siblings Day, so let's buy each other presents. If you're one of those who has more than one sibling, it sucks to be you. Number 6, April 11th, International Louie Louie Day. On the birthday of Louie Louie composer Richard Berry, we celebrate the song that has been recorded more times than any other rock song in history. We'll do our best to sing along. Number 7, April 14th, Pathologist's Assistant Day, a day to honor the physician extender in your life whose expertise lies in gross examination of surgical specimens, as well as performing forensic and medical legal autopsies. Number 8 and 9 are April 15th, National Take a Wild Guess Day and National That Sucks Day, both perfectly timed to coincide with Tax Day. Number 10, April 17th, nothing like a Dame Day. Celebrate the stateliest ladies you know and cultivate your inner dame with a rousing rendition of the Oscar Hammerstein show tune. Number 11, April 19th is National Hanging Out Day. Sadly, this is not a day to kick back and relax with some friends. Rather, it's a holiday encouraging people to hang out their laundry and cut down on energy consumption by doing so. But you can hang out at the same time, why not? Number 12 is April 21st, National Bulldogs Are Beautiful Day. I love bulldogs. They're beautiful every day. They don't need a national day. But, how could you not love that face? Number 13, April 22nd is National Jelly Bean Day. I'm going to tell you right now, go to any candy store, look for Birdie Bot's jelly beans, every flavor beans, and enjoy a jelly bean that is off the wall flavor. I had a skunk jelly bean this past weekend because my sister got one of those all flavor boxes of jelly beans, and it was fantastic. It was the grossest thing I've ever had. So April 22nd is National Jelly Bean Day. Number 14, April 26th, National Go Birding Day. Build bird feeders, bring your binoculars for a walk in the woods, or if you live in the city, take a little extra time to notice all the pigeons that poop on your car. And number 15, April 30th is International Jazz Day. Yay! The United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization is responsible for this holiday, which celebrates its 4th edition this year. Schools, communities, and even government organizations around the world will host programs to highlight the diplomatic role of jazz in bringing people together. So there you go, folks. That's all I really have for you for Case on the Mondays. It's been wonderful. It's been great. We've had fun. We've not sung together, but it was awesome. Speaking of singing, I acquired a musical fan of the show, a wonderful man by the name of Colton. I knew his last name, but it was really long. I think. He has a band called Rains County Boys, and he has listened to the show. He is a big fan of the show. His cousin Valerie Vance is a huge fan of the show, and she tried out for The Voice this past season. The season you're watching on TV, she tried out for that, and she didn't make it, unfortunately, but she did get recognized by CMT and could possibly be going on to this new show on CMT. She sometimes sings for him, with him, but he wants to put together a opening theme song for the show, and I completely welcome it. If she wants to add her vocals to it, hey, I say bring it. I say why not. I actually got to listen to Colton's band. Colton's band name is actually called the... Hold on a second, I'm going to get this. Their band name is the Rains County Boys, and they actually have a really good sound to them. Not sure if you could Google them and look them up. I actually had the luxury of listening to his CD on my past road trip, and it was awesome. It actually was awesome. It was really good. I enjoyed it. So if you can Google him, look him up. The Rains County Boys. Rains, Rains, County Boys. If you don't know how to spell the rest of that, you don't belong on Google. So look them up. And it's great having a actual semi-popular fan, two semi-popular fans, his cousin Valerie, like I said, who should be going on some new show for CMT, which is really cool, right? Because if she, if she comes on this show, if she records for this show, people are going to be like, oh my gosh, and like all excited and stuff. So that's awesome. So anyway, thanks to everybody else. If maybe you're soon to be famous, or you are famous, or you have somebody who's famous who listens to the show, awesome. That's awesome, and maybe they can get a hold of me and we'll give them a little shout out or something. But yeah, so that's cool. Awesome, we have more fans. But as always, we have to end the show at around 30 minutes, or we're over 2 minutes this time. So everybody have a great rest of your week. I'm sorry you're getting this on Thursday, man, because I'm recording this on a Wednesday, so this sucks. Oh, Jesus, sucks. So anyway, kind of like the first show that happened where it was recorded on a Wednesday and released on Thursday. So anyway, and it was called Case on the Monday still. Who cares, right? Who cares? So happy Case on the Mondays to you guys. Love your ears. No, I don't. That sounds weird, creepy-ish. Everyone have a great rest of the week. And until Monday, because now you only have Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You only have 3 days until the next Monday. So you don't have to go a whole week. You only got 3 days to stomach it. So don't worry. There's going to be another Case on the Mondays on Monday and back to the regular scheduled time. So happy Case on the Mondays to you guys. Take care. Please have a good rest of the week. Enjoy your Thursday and whatever else day that you have to work. May it be wonderful and joyous as you make me feel whenever I know that you're listening, and we're all one cuddly happy person. Just remember that a bad day is better than no day any day. Folks, take care. Have fun. Laugh. Smile. And I'm gone. Take care. Bye-bye.